What is up, YouTube? This is AVAULT here, back again here today with you guys, another special opening video. So we done one of these a few days ago or last week, maybe roughly 2 weeks ago, on this type of opening, and it's basically the topic about Orica cards. So what are Orica cards? Once again, just to follow up back from last video, if you guys haven't seen the first Orica card opening video, be sure to check that out. But once again, for you guys who don't know what Orica card is, it basically stands for original cards for long, and they call it Orica cards for short. And Orica cards are not just only a single shop, it's actually a generic term that we Yu-Gi-Oh players or trading card game players use to basically explain or describe cards that were actually never released, or very special cards that actually aren't official in the actual TCG or OCG game. So this time today we got Orica cards from Transcend Cards. Once again, I personally decided to do a video on this, and I purchased this myself for the channel and for the opening just for you guys, and none of this are sponsored whatsoever. There's nothing related to the company. I just personally decided voluntarily just to make a video, just really for you guys in the community to check out what Orica cards are really all about once again. And this time I got really nice cards that I just really wanted to share with you guys. But I will leave a link in the description down below to where I purchased these cards, just in case if you guys want to pay a visit as well. And I didn't make these myself, so I purchased them from Transcend Cards once again. So let's just get right into it and open this up. So there we have it right here, Transcend Cards. It's really nice. So they have their own little kind of like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, but like card of like their business card, Transcend Cards, where they're located at. They're from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and that's their email with their phone number. Pretty interesting, and that's their logo right there. Really neat, actually. So let's take a look what we have. Oh, they taped it up right here as well. Check out the back. Oh, it's basically like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's an OCG printing, and this one feels a bit more narrow, which is pretty neat as well. I'm very sure they just mass print it as business cards. Really cool. Good stuff. So here are our cards inside the sleeves. You guys probably have saw some of the hints already right here, and they're really cool. Alright, so first of all, we have Darkness Metal Dragon of Steel. This card, these cards that I purchased this time are all from a very special OCG exclusive pack that came out more than a year ago. And I bought one of these from the OCG before one of these packs and opened them, and was really excited. I really love the cards inside the set. I never did an opening on that video because I bought those quite a while ago before I started making videos. But I thought they were gonna come to the TCG one day, but apparently, you know, it took forever and it never really appeared, and which is really sad. And you know, that's unfortunate, but I really hope they do come one day. So you know, I just got too excited and saw these in Transcend Cards and decided to give it a try since they were a pretty decent price. And I just gotta be honest right here, they look magnificent, really beautiful. They look just like the real thing, exactly 99%, maybe just 1% in terms of a little bit of the alignment of the text printing that's a little bit different than the real card. But right here, right now, as you guys can see, you probably think this is a real card right here. It even has a little their own mini little sticker icon that they usually have for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So the next card we have Dark Armed Dragon of Annihilation, which is one of my favorite initial releases. Probably you guys would know that I love Dark Armed Dragon, one of my favorite cards right here. You guys can see right here, check out the Dark Armed Dragon playmat, regional World Championship qualifier regional back in 2008. That's when Tell the Dark Armed Dragon was a thing, and long history, but really love this Dark Armed Dragon series. You know, just really excited that there's an Exceeds monster for Dark Armed Dragon. Really cool. We'll get into the effects later, because I really want to show you these cards one by one. And then we have a new Judgment Dragon of Heaven. So it's a synchro monster for Judgment Dragon, actually. And this is also really cool. This printing looks a little bit off, much more silvery than the normal synchro card. We're going to take them out as well. they're sleeved up right now at the moment. And we've got Trishula, the Dragon of Ice Imprisonment, which is a fusion monster version of Trishula. And once again, these cards have been released in the OCG more than a year ago, almost 2 years even, possibly. They were part of like a promo pack, once again, opened up. And actually, I have something for you guys to compare right here. Right here, this is what we got in the pack for OCG. These are the official real cards in Japanese of the cards you saw earlier, except for the only difference is there's Darkness Metal Dragon of Steel and Chaos Emperor Dragon. So there were this probably came out in the TCG already as like a championship or some kind of event qualifier type of prize card, actually. So this is a Chaos Emperor Dragon, which is a pendulum version. Really cool reprint. They have very similar effects back to their old versions, but these ones are more balanced and not as like OP as they were once before. So just like a little, you know, really good for collector's point of view. And then right here, as we can see, the Dark Arm Dragon of Annihilation, exactly the same art printing right here. This is exactly the same effect. Really cool. It looks, you know, basically the same thing, more or less, honestly. And then once again, the Judgment Dragon. Just gonna compare them right next to each other. Honestly, the Judgment Dragon printing looks a little bit off compared to the other two cards, but you know, still a very good job, I have to say. Let's try taking this out of its sleeve and see what it's like. So it feels like an ultimate rare all over the card, really, from, you know, top to bottom. The image is not as clear as the Annihilation Dragon one, I have to say. You know, the quality of this job is probably done a little bit off, but you know, I'm still really happy because you know, this is around 70 to 80% accurate of exactly what it would be. Check out the back, exactly like a real Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG card for the back. And I'm really not quite sure how they actually make these. I think they use actual cards, and they actually like rub off the paint and print on top of it, I think. Which is really neat, but honestly, I do not know how to make Orica cards whatsoever. That's why I purchased them from here. And then here's the fusion version of Trishula. You know, color-wise, it's just a little bit off, and the image quality is just a little bit blurry compared to the actual OCG one, official one as well. But you know, really cool design. Really love it. You know, just like a whole new different viewpoint for Trishula once again. Okay. So let's just quickly look into their effects and what they actually do. Darkness Metal, the Dragon of Steel, you know, it's a Link monster, which points Link 4, and Dragon type, you need 2 effect monsters with the same type and attribute at least, and then you can target one of your monsters that's banished or in your graveyard and special summon to whatever this card points to in defense position, but its effects are negated. Also, you cannot special summon Link monsters for the rest of the turn, because if you can, that would be pretty OP actually. And then the special summon monster is placed on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect once per turn. So pretty neat, really cool design once again for the Red Eyes support. Really love it. So for Judgment, the Dragon of Heaven, 1 tuner plus 1 on tuner. If you synchro summon this card, all materials with the same attribute, so you know, play in a Lightsworn deck, so it's all light. Once per turn, if you have 4 or more tuners with different names in your graveyard and control this synchro summon card, you can pay half your life points and destroy all other cards on the field. So very similar to the old Judgment Dragon, which is slightly different. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turns except Dragon monsters. Once per turn during the end phase, banish 4 cards from the top of your deck. So that's pretty huge cost actually. And then once again, Dark Arm, the Dragon of Annihilation. It's an Exceeds monster with 2 level 7s. Once per turn, if you have exactly 5 Dark monsters in your graveyard, you can also Exceed summon Dark Arm, the Dragon Annihilation, using 1 level 5 or higher Dark Dragon type monster you control as a material. So you can basically use Dark Arm Dragon. Basically, the whole purpose of this effect is you can use Dark Arm Dragon to Exceed summon into this card. And you can detach a material from this card and target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy it. Then banish 1 card from your graveyard. Also, this card cannot attack for the rest of the turn. So not as overpowered as the previous normal Dark Arm Dragon. Then last but not least, we have Trishula once again as a fusion. So you need 3 monsters with different names in order to fusion summon this card. Basically, yeah, 3 monsters with different names. It can be any monsters, I suppose, I guess. Must be either fusion summoned using only monsters in your hand, or field or special summon from your extra deck by banishing the above cards you control, in which case you do not use polymerization, which is really neat. If this card was special summoned using only monsters that were originally dragons, you can review and banish 3 cards, 1 from your deck, 1 from top of your opponent's deck, and 1 from their extra deck. You can only use this effect once per turn. So once again, very similar to the original Synchro Trishula monsters effect, which is really neat. So yeah, that basically wraps off and rounds off the entire opening of these Orica cards, or showcasing of these Orica cards. You know, just one final view, just put them all together side by side down here so you guys can see. Really neat, really cool. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you guys are new, be sure to subscribe to the AVAULT channel for more awesome and epic Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, OCG openings, as well as speed duel content. Lots of really cool stuff. You know, let me know in the comment section down below if you guys like these sort of videos. These are really interesting and very different than normal TCG and OCG generic openings. You know, talking about these Orica cards, what other special content or special accessories or cards or fun stuff we get outside in our community, which is outside of the game as well. Disclaimer as well, you guys, these cards are not allowed to be used whatsoever in any of duels. They're not legal. You can probably use it in locals just because you're playing with your friends or not, if only people are cool with it. Be sure to ask your local shop if that's the case. You know, maybe if you're just playing in home with your friends, just to test out this card and just to have some fun, that's totally cool. But do not, once again, whatsoever, just bring these into any tournaments, regionals, probably even some locals for the most cases. World Championship, definitely not. These cards are not legal whatsoever because they are not allowed. These are considered fake cards, but just really high quality fake cards that are just really well made, that looks almost like the real thing. And they know immediately that this card is not legal because these cards haven't been released yet in the TCG whatsoever. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe once again to the AVAULT channel. Be sure to hit that like button. Comment down below on what you guys think about this type of video, these type of cards, Orcas. Will you get one of them yourself? Also, just so you guys know, these cost around $5 to $6 each, so it's really neat, really affordable. And for this kind of quality, why not? Absolutely, because you know, maybe in real life, well, they don't even exist in real life at the moment for TCG. So yeah, once again, yeah, you guys have a great day, great night, wherever you are. And this is AVAULT signing out.